everybody, it is pearlescentsims here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you are new here, well then hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. A little bit about me: I am a very awkward person that loves making Sims 4 content on YouTube. That's all that there is, really. So, this video right here is a brand new series that is, or starting a brand new series, I should say. This is going to be happening on my YouTube channel, and that is my new Vampires Let's Play called Immortal. Now, if you guys did not know, when Vampires first came out, I kind of had this little idea in the back of my head that I was like, ooh, I kind of want to start a new Let's Play. And then we got toddlers, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to do the 7 toddler challenge, and I'm like, no. I really did want to save for a Vampire Let's Play. So, we are going to be doing a Vampire Let's Play. It is going to be called Immortal, and it is going to be on my YouTube channel. Good introduction, right? But anyway, so this Let's Play is going to be centered around this sim that you are currently seeing on screen. Her name is Raven, and she has a bit of a backstory that is going to be basically the entire storyline for this LP. So of course we're going to be checking out all the vampire stuff that came with the Vampire Game Pack. You know, we're going to be checking out all of that, but Raven's on a mission. Now, Raven is on a mission to find out who killed her husband, who was another vampire. And of course, they were together for hundreds of years because they are immortal. She is a young adult. She has always been a young adult for a very long time, that is. And, you know, someone killed her husband, who was another vampire, and she is on a mission to figure out who did that and to figure out a way to get revenge. Now, of course, this Let's Play, like I said, is going to be generally around vampires. Not just about her backstory, but vampires in general. We'll be checking out how you can level them up, you know, potions, their dark forms, all of that. And of course, that is going to be the majority of the Let's Play, but it is going to be centered around Raven and her finding what happened. So, if you guys checked out the build buy overview I did for vampires, I did point out one specific piece in there that said that would be a big piece of the Let's Play that I'm going to be doing. Now, if you guys know what that piece is, then you guys can expect to see it in the house. If you don't, you'll learn about it in a future episode, that's for sure. But yeah, so basically, the way I want to play this Let's Play is, since she lives in Forgotten Hollow, obviously that is where she is currently residing because that is the vampire world, she is going to be in her dark form, which is where she is right now. She is currently in her dark form, where she shows her vampire teeth, her glowing eyes, all of that. She has a regular form too, which she will be using anytime she leaves Forgotten Hollow. Not that it's like a challenge that she has to do that. It's just how I personally want to play the game, because Forgotten Hollow is the vampire world that came with the Vampire Game Pack. So I do want to have her be her true form when she is in Forgotten Hollow, but she will have to go into a disguise when she leaves. Now, like I said, Raven does have a bit of a backstory. You guys will learn more of it once we go throughout the Let's Play and once Raven's character starts to develop. I already have a really big idea where I want her story to go. I already have an idea on how I want it to come to where she finds out who did that to her husband, all of that. But in this part, it is pretty early, so she can't really leave the house because vampires are sensitive to sunlight, of course. So in this part right now, we're just going to explore the house. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour. I will show you guys the house that I built, which also, this house is her house. I'm not going to be doing any type of money restriction. I'm not going to be starting from 20,000 or anything like that. Of course, this is mainly a story type of LP, so I am going to have her just, like, money is not really an issue. I really don't want her to work, nothing like that. I do want to just really kind of experience vampires throughout the gameplay, so I'm not really worried about anything else. Now, like I said, this is her house, so it is a little bit more decorated and bigger than a starter home. It costs a lot more, but I did do a speed build on this house. I am not sure if it is up before this part or if it is going to be coming after the first part of this Let's Play, but if it's already out, I will leave a link in the description down below. But basically, to get pretty straightforward into it, this is Raven, and actually let me introduce you to her traits and stuff first. So Raven's traits are pretty simple. She's a music lover, she is hot-headed, and she is ambitious. Now the reason I put her as ambitious is because she is very set forward on finding out what happened to her husband, of course. She is hot-headed because she is still aggravated over the entire situation of what happened, which I believe is kind of, you know, explainable and reasonable. She is a music lover because we did get the organ with the new game pack, and I do want her to venture into that and learn that skill. I want to put that in the Let's Play, of course. So those are her 3 traits. I might change them throughout the Let's Play to reflect what is currently going on, stuff like that. Now, she also, as a vampire, has some different traits. Now, if you guys didn't check out the Let's Play, or not the Let's Play, the live stream of vampires when the Sims team did it, I will just give you a quick little overview. Vampires do not have hunger, they have thirst, which means that they need plasma. Plasma is their thirst quencher, technically. They do not have a bladder need, which is definitely nice because the bladder need is one of the most annoying needs in the world. And instead of just having a sleep thing, they have a huge purple bar of vampire energy. Now, I know that there are a bunch of different ways that you can get vampire energy. You can get it through plasma. I think you can get it through plasma. I'm not sure. You can get it through sleeping in a coffin. You can get it through sleeping. You can get it through meditation. You can get it through potions. There's a bunch of different ways. But we're just going to kind of explore them as they come. I honestly really haven't played around with it this much, like the new game pack. So I am kind of new to a lot of things. I am going to be learning along with you guys. I really haven't, like I said, played around that much. I've just kind of built and stuff, which I absolutely love all the build by stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Her aspiration in life right now is to become the master vampire. I would like in this Let's Play, because there are 3 new vampire aspirations, I would love to go through all of them. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But, we're going to work on this today because it is currently daylight, so she actually can't go out until 6 p.m. I did learn that. You can't go out until 6 p.m. in this town. I know that for a fact. So, let's jump right into some gameplay. Actually, before we jump into gameplay, I just want to give you a little bit of a tour of the house. So this is the house from the outside. I did try to make it as Victorian and creepy as possible. This was probably one of my favorite builds ever that I ever have done. Now, like I said, I did build it so it will be available on the gallery once I can upload it, but this is going to be her house, so I'm going to start from the downstairs and then we'll just kind of work our way up. So basically when you walk in, you're kind of greeted by this really interesting and dark vampy living room with a bunch of the new furniture and stuff that comes with the game pack, of course. New curtains, all of that, but of course I wanted it to look very warm because of the yellow lighting, and very red and dark and vampy, so that's exactly what I did. Over here you have her organ, which she will be practicing, and then when you come this way, you just have a kitchen that really doesn't get used a lot because of the fact that they don't have a hunger need. So basically it is just kind of there for show. That's why there's some books with cobwebs and just a bunch of broken objects in here, and just it's kind of just there for show, right? So then if we decide to go up a floor, when we go up a floor, we are greeted by this hallway. Nothing too major. I put in the new chairs I'm absolutely obsessed with, a bookshelf just for the convenience of having one, and just some pictures and a desk, which I actually have to give her a computer, so I will do that in a minute. But then, if you come in here, this is going to be Raven's bedroom. Now, Raven's bedroom, I of course wanted to have it look very not dusky, but just very, what is the word? Old, I guess. Her windows have some cracks in them. Her walls have some cracks in them. There is that awesome wallpaper that came with the game pack that reflects lighting. Just this wall over here has a huge tear in the wallpaper. You know, we also have a more vintage styled makeup cabinet over here where she puts on her vampy look when she is in her dark form, and her regular look when she is just going out into, you know, the regular world. So the room next door is the bathroom. Of course, it is absolutely falling apart, and it's just kind of pretty chill and typical. There is nothing really major about it. It has a nice bathtub, the new toilet with the little pulley thing, and that is pretty much it. So like I said, her house is obviously a lot more than 20,000 simoleons, but I'm really not worried about that. Like I said, this LP is not going to be focused on jobs or anything like that. It is going to be focused just on vampires in general. So with that, I think I'm going to start some gameplay. Now, I do kind of want to automatically start this because this is going to level her up as a vampire, which I really do want to get her to become a strong vampire, because when she finds out what happened to her husband, I'm sure she is going to need to be a strong vampire to fight whatever is going on. So I'm going to grab her a computer very quickly just so that she has a computer that she can work on. We're probably not going to get a lot of gameplay done in this episode because it is more of an introduction episode. I did just want to kind of introduce you guys to Raven, show you around, and all of that. So right now I'm just going to have her search information on vampires just to get this going. And while she's doing that, I'm going to show you guys around Forgotten Hollow just a little bit. So Forgotten Hollow is a very dark town. I honestly love it. My favorite part is actually where we live, which is her backyard. in this stunning bridge right here with like the mountains in the background and just all the fog. It's honestly a beautiful, beautiful town. Now, like I said, it is more of a dark town, and she has actually leveled up 1 in her vampire lore skill, which we will get into more, of course, throughout the Let's Play. But, what I was saying is Forgotten Hollow is a very dark, gloomy, you know, vampiric town. Now, I am going to, in the future, fill up these 2 houses right here, because I definitely want this to have a lot more vampire families in, because it is a vampire Let's Play. Right here, I know that I think it's a brother and a sister from the trailer live, and then up here is where Vlad lives. And he lives in this huge castle that overlooks all of Forgotten Hollow, and these are actually grave stones that you guys can actually get in build a buy mode if you guys wanted to build a graveyard or whatever for some storytelling. That is the case. They are here, they are available, and it's very creepy up here by Vlad's house, that is for sure. But besides that, like I said, it's just a really, really nice area. I really like the way that it looks just so dark and gloomy, and it just fits the whole what am I saying, the whole vampire game pack pretty well. Now, something I do want to eventually find here is a plasma fruit, because she does need plasma, and I would love to have a couple plasma fruit type plants around so that it can help quench her thirst. But it looks like she did actually level up in the vampire skill, or like the logic skill for vampires, whatever it is. It says Raven has discovered the, not even going to try to pronounce that, Vampire Emporium while searching for vampires. She can now purchase Encyclopedia Vampirica Volume 1 on the computer under Vampire Secrets. So that is actually what she has to do next. She has to read the encyclopedia for vampire stuff. So we're going to get her doing this. Now, like I said, I honestly, let me buy this before I get sidetracked. Like I said, I can't really do a lot of gameplay during the day because she really can't go outside, because she will start to burn, and that is a way that vampires can die. And actually, when you go to here, she has supposedly lived for only 35 days. Of course, for her story, I'm going to say she has lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, but she is a young adult. She does not age up. She is a young adult. She does not age, nothing like that. She just kind of lives. Like I said, she is immortal. That is kind of the reason behind the name of the Let's Play. So I'll probably end this part in a couple of minutes. I don't really want to drag it out too much, because in the next part I'll fast forward till it's nighttime so we can kind of go out and explore Forgotten Hollow and stuff like that. But yeah, in this part, like I said, I just kind of want her to work on this, because I do eventually want to complete all 3 of the new vampire things. It's not going to be easy, I'm sure, but we'll learn. Now, her thirst is getting lower, but I know that you can get plasma packets, I believe. I know you can drink from other sims, but they can't be vampires. And you also can get plasma fruit, which I really do want to find a plasma fruit tree or a bush. I think it's I don't even know. It's like a bush tree. It's like, I don't know. I saw it in the live stream. It's definitely pretty interesting. And also, because she just did something for vampires, you will gain power points. So currently she has 3, and she has some stuff right here that we can level up. I know this one is to detect personalities, so basically when she meets a sim, it'll be a lot easier for her to figure out what that sim is all about, their traits and stuff like that. This is bat form, which I think I'm actually going to give her. Basically what it is she will have the ability to fly anywhere if we want her to as a bat. So instead of walking or, you know, doing the normal everyday person type of jog to a place, she can fly as a bat, which is really, really cool. And then we have this one right here that is hallucination. So basically it says everyone needs a friend. Yes, what if that friend is one of Raven's devising? And what if it doesn't really exist? No one will be able to tell. So basically you can make a sim talk to themselves. I'm sure it works really good with social, which I might actually have her get that too for storytelling, because of course, she is so used to talking to her husband that maybe she talks to herself to get her through a situation or something like that. And then we have this one right here that is eternally welcome. Basically, this gains the power to lock and unlock doors at Sims' houses. So you don't need permission to go inside anyone's house. You just want to go in? Have at it. Just walk on in through the front door. Why not? So that's a pretty cool one too. And we have Opulent Student, and that actually uses less vampire energy. Now I am going to purchase this one just because, you know, why not reduced vampire energy. That's great. The vampire energy is their form of sleeping, so the less that we can do, especially when she'll be up at night, the better. So right now I am actually going to purchase bat form because I do want to check that out either in this part or the next part. And I am also going to buy this one to start leveling up her energy. Now what's really cool is if you guys would rather me get this one or whatever, I can actually take them off and then we can go to a different one. So right now we're just going to stick with these two and go from there, basically. I'm sure before night comes, her vampire energy is going to be down pretty low because, you know, it does start the game pretty early in the morning, and right now technically would be the time she'd be sleeping because they can't go out during the daytime, so she is like a night owl technically. And she has actually leveled up to level 3. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, so Raven is delving deep into researching vampires. There seems to be a lot of knowledge she could unlock if she continues to research. I'm sorry, actually, my window is behind me and it's reflecting on my screen, so it's like really hard to read this. But I'm going to pause this just so we don't miss anything else. Raven has also read that sunlight is very bad for vampires, potentially deadly in fact, which, I mean, kind of common sense, you know? We already read this, and we already purchased the book. So it says, Raven read that low-level vampires can be trained by higher-level ones. That is definitely something I want to check out in the next part. I want to go meet some of our vampire neighbors and maybe have them train us, get to know them, stuff like that. And she has also discovered plasma packs. Raven discovered that there is an alternative method for vampires to satisfy their thirst. She can now order plasma packs on the computer. So we are definitely going to be doing that because I really don't want her to get her thirst too low, because that's probably going to be really negative, or I don't know if it can kill them. I don't really know. But since she did that, I'm sure that we are on the next thing. Okay, so it says, next thing we have to do is reach vampire lore level 4, which she's already level 3, which is really cool. Become a minor vampire, which I'm sure will help if we find someone that can train her, and participate in vampire training. So we are going to do all of that in the next part, I think, because I kind of don't want to drag out the first part, just because, you know, it's kind of an introduction part and I want it to be kind of fun. So I hope you guys are all excited for this Let's Play. I know I sure am. I am really excited to start something new on my channel and definitely explore the life of vampires, so I hope you guys are all excited for it too. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and leave your comments down below. Also make sure to subscribe, and I will speak to you all next time. Bye guys.